Don't be intimidated, Squidward. Try to imagine him in his underwear. Oh no, he's hot!
Yes, we have a new character coming to Dissidia Arcade and Dissidia NT very, very soon. Vayne from Final Fantasy XII will be our next Vanguard. I'm not going to focus too heavily on him right now, because I'd rather have a separate video on him, but as a quick summary, he trades the usual giant Vanguard attack that knocks you flying away, for smaller and quicker attacks. However, he still has some projectiles, and these smaller, quicker attacks have a greater control over the flow of combat versus the other Vanguard's attacks. For example, Warrior Light's neutral bravery attack will always launch you forward. It'll launch you fast, it'll launch you pretty far, but it'll always launch you forward. Vayne, on the other hand, can knock you in the air, he can knock you to his left, he can knock you behind him, into the wall that, he punched you away from, he can knock you into it. Vayne has a much tighter control over combat than a lot of the other characters do, and definitely more than the Vanguards do, at the cost of, losing the ability to just throw out an attack and hit like 2 people, and then continue to combo with 1 person that other Vanguards would have due to the size of their attacks. He only uses his fists. And his legs too, I suppose, for his normal attacks. Vayne doesn't look the part, but he plays the role of Vanguard. Anyways, Vayne will be releasing on April 26. He's the first character from the Season Pass, and this is according to the Final Fantasy English Twitter. Next up with Vayne's release, we get to see his alternate weapons, and his alternate colors and alternate costume. His alternate costume is how he appears during the boss fight in Final Fantasy XII against him, when you actually, fight him. While his normal costume is how he appears throughout the story. That's everything Vayne will be having when he comes to Dissidia NT. Now, for Vayne Dissidia Arcade exclusive stuff, we got to see his 2-player icons, one with him and Larsa, one with him getting all fucked up in the face, and his exclusive title. And I don't know what the fuck this is, to be honest with all y'all. I do not know what his title is. It's very cute though, and I can't read Japanese, so. But yeah, these are the 2 Dissidia Arcade exclusive things that are coming with Vayne. Still no word on how to get this shit into Dissidia NT, which is really unfortunate, other than transferring your save data from the arcade to Dissidia NT. You need to be in Japan to do that, because, they had Dissidia Arcade and we don't. So unfortunately, there's no way to get this outside of being in Japan for the time being. But it's still pretty cool and worth acknowledgement anyway. Now, on to the incoming Dissidia NT patch. Coming on the 22nd this month will be Orban Monastery from Final Fantasy Tactics, along with the character balance changes of that patch that we've discussed earlier in videos before. Along with that, we'll be getting a new feature to Dissidia NT, the ability to check every character's moveset in the game itself. Better late than never, right? Also, now this is not confirmed or anything, but I heard somebody say something about rotating models in the game. I mean, it's a small thing. I guess you can rotate models while viewing them or something, and now I'm not really sure what that means, but that's just like a rumor I heard. Keep that in mind. It's a rumor. It's not set in stone. I didn't see them show it on the stream either, so I might have said it out loud in Japanese. Somebody figure that out, but that's just a rumor about rotating the models while you're viewing them. Now, some exciting news for you Golbez mains and Ultimisia mains out there tired with your character's boring playstyle. They announced a very new feature or plan they're going to do over these next couple of years of the game. Yes, I say years because it's going to be like an ongoing thing according to what translations have been made. But it's something they call character refresh. Now, this is basically a fancy way of saying they're going to rework some characters. They want to keep the overall feeling of a character the same, so they're not going to make any new characters out of old characters. For example, you're not going to get Golbez shooting fucking guns out of his face. He's still going to be Golbez. He's still going to probably have the Shadow Dragon. Let's say they make him a new weapon. But essentially what they're going to do is they're going to work on the character, see what they can do, rework them, and that's what character refresh is going to be about. They're going to change some parts of the character more significantly than just changing some damage values or anything. They're going to change some parts of the character, how they work significantly enough to warrant a special title for these buffs or changes. And these changes are going to be to improve the playing experience with that character and playing against that character too. And they didn't show any examples, but I'm just going to assume they're going to start with Golbez, because Golbez is just shit, in my opinion, because he loses his power mode way too fast. But they are going to do this going forward. One last thing before we go. For people who buy the latest issue of Famitsu, you can get this exclusive Fran icon in Dissidia Arcade. I'm Blue the Hedgehog. Thanks for listening to our video. Rewind if you have any more questions. If you have any questions, put it in the comments below too, and I'll answer them. And I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe, don't your mom, and subscribe for more Dissidia stuff. Toodaloo!